Hey everybody, this is Mike over at Triple D. So we have been in the two-bedroom villas over at Old Key West for the last couple of nights, and we thought we'd go ahead and do a room tour to sort of add to our overall kind of room review that we're doing. We've been here a couple of nights. We're moving on to a resort tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon. So we'll go ahead and do a room tour now, and we'll walk you through what we found. So let's go on in. Use the old magic band to get on in, and this is what you find. Ooh, so the door kind of slams a little bit. Be careful of that. So the room's pretty nice. So like I said, it's a two-bedroom villa. Off to the left over here is kind of what I call the master bedroom. It's got a king bed that Carla and I have slept in the last few nights, and then off to the right, when you come in, is the two queen beds that Anna and Elsa have been sleeping in the last few nights, and then we've got the main living room. So we'll come back to that. We'll go ahead and start with Anna and Elsa's room. You can kind of see. So it's a great space. It's a huge room. It's probably the size of most living areas in your standard, I'd say moderate and certainly value resorts here on the Disney property. You can see you got a couple of nice table and chairs set there that they've read at a couple of times. And the best part is, with only the two of them, they get their own two beds where they can sleep. And Elsa's a bit of a tosser and a turner, so it's nice that she has her own place. A nice big setup here with the dresser. They haven't really used it too much. They got a few clothes in there, but not too much. This room actually has its own bathroom, which is pretty awesome. So they each have their own sink. So there's one sink right here, and then you've got another sink right here. So they can have their own setup. Of course, that led to a fight the first night we were here about who got to have which sink. They were quite upset when I had to pick the winner, but that's how it goes when they can't work it out, right? And then you got a basic shower setup. You know, it's nothing to write home about, but it certainly gets the job done. Love the decor in here. All of the kind of it's kind of like a wainscoting on the counters or the cabinets underneath the counters. The nice, I think it's marble. If it's not, it's kind of a fake marble, but really nice touches. The accents in the bed all go with everything really well. I think the girls love this room. They don't want to leave tomorrow. They're actually quite upset about that. So we come back here, just to orient you kind of a little bit. That's the front door. And then we've got the living room here. So I'm going to go across over to our bedroom. But before I get to that, a nice little fun map of the Florida reefs. Before we get into our room, though, just to point out, these villas do have a washer and dryer that come with them. So if you're here, you know, it's a place that you can do laundry. You don't have to pack for a full week. You can pack for a few days and just do laundry once or twice. One of the reasons that these rooms are so big and why the laundry is in there is this is a DVC. It's actually the original DVC that they built in I think it was the 80s, maybe early 90s, but I think it was the 80s. Carla's the expert on Disney history. That definitely is not me. So here's the master bedroom. Again, another great place. You got a chair with a little ottoman, a nice little seating area where you can kind of sit, and then the main king bed. Really nice bed. Carla and I were commenting on it a couple of nights ago that it feels better than the king bed we actually have at home. It's almost like, I don't know, wider. It's kind of a little weird, but it's great. Lots of room. Love the mattress. It's comfortable. Feels great. No complaints about it. And then you've got this nice little dresser setup that we use. We've got all of our stuff in there. And you can see my iPhone charging because I burned it up today during our little trip to Hollywood Studios this morning. And then a flat screen TV, kind of the norm for most resorts these days. So nice room. I mean, for what you get here, I feel like there's definitely some value. The theming is really excellent. It's all themed to kind of, I'll call it the Florida Keys. The whole premise of Old Key West is the conch, Conch Flats, and it's supposed to be a Key West town. So then we get into the bathroom, and what you see in the bathroom is this nice jetted deep tub. I think Carla's going to try and use it tonight. She's a little tired, but not sure at this point. And then, of course, Minnie and Mickey chilling on the beach. If we can ever find this print somewhere, we're going to get it in our own bathroom at home. Really, really like that. And so same setup. You see the nice kind of wainscoting type cabinets underneath. The light, one of the things Carla really likes about this light, let me find this right switch here. One of the things she really likes about it is that it's backlit. So you can turn off the main lights, and I don't know why the main lights aren't going off. But in any case, you can see it's backlit in there, so it's not this blinding light kind of shining in your face. She was a big fan of that. And then here's the toilet room. Note that this is a separate room. It's not, so you can have someone in here showering in the toilet when you can still have someone either in the bathtub or brushing their teeth or whatever at the sink in the other room. So it is its own room. A second sink set up in here with its own towels and cabinet space, etc. The shower area is really nice, a good sized shower. You're not feeling cramped in here. I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'1", 220, and I didn't feel like I was in here overly tight. The one thing I would say or kind of point out here on the shower, and Carla more lamented, is that's a rainfall shower, so there's not a ton of water pressure that comes out of it. It's not terrible, but it's not great. If you're used to something that has a little bit more water flow, you may just want to know that. It didn't bother me. I don't have a ton of hair, but Carla definitely said she had to work to get the shampoo out of her hair a little bit more than she normally does, at least compared to our house. So you come in, so this is the back side. So again, you come out, this is where the washer and dryers are within the villa. There is a furnished ironing board and an iron. And you come back out, and it's kind of a little circle. So that's the master bedroom off to the left where we just came out of. And then we'll go back over here to the right, and we're back into kind of the foyer area. So then we get to the main living area. So you've got a full kitchen setup, complete with a dishwasher, a range, a microwave. You can pretty much cook whatever you want here. It's fully stocked with pots, pans, glasses, pretty much anything you need to sort of live here. Again, this is a DVC, so it's meant to be more kind of come, stay, cook your own meals, that type of deal. You can see a coffee maker if you're into coffee, a toaster. It's all kind of here. I won't open up every single cabinet, but just to give you an idea. So there's some plates, and then you've got cups and kind of things like that. I think this is silverware should you need some, and you kind of get the idea. It's a full-size refrigerator, kind of freezer on the top, and then you've got the refrigerator on the bottom. Obviously we don't have a ton of stuff in here, but if you're coming in camping out for a week, it would be a great thing to get more. There's a nice little extra cabinet space. We didn't really do anything with it, countertop and whatnot, but it's there in case you want to kind of spread out and put more things down. Then you've got the main living area here. So, not a bad setup at all. It's really roomy. Gives you an area to spread out. Again, if you're going to come and stay for a while and you want to have some room, you don't want to be cramped in kind of your typical resort room. And I would say whether it's a moderate resort or a value resort, you're going to have tons of room here. You can see you've got the nice dining table area, 4 chairs around the little circular table. It's nice to kind of just sit down. You can read the paper, have your food, whatever. It works great. Then you can see you've got the love seat, the couch, and then a chair with an ottoman again. The nice fun artwork that kind of reminds us of a reef. It might be a Rorschach test too, but that's what we think it is reefs that kind of go along with the theme. Then we'll go on out here to the exterior balcony. So the balcony will probably be different based upon the room that you have, because it depends on where you look. The balcony itself, as you can see, it's not anything overly unique or different or interesting. It's just a set of table and chairs. The one thing I'll point out, I may have not done that in the master bedroom. So this is a look into the master bedroom. So you actually have your own door that comes directly out onto the balcony. There is a lock on it. Don't worry about that. But you can get out here with that. In our case, we actually got a view of the Sassagoula River. So it's kind of coming down here. Old Key West is connected to Disney Springs, so to the left is the kind of main port of Old Key West, or kind of where all the boats come, and going to the right will take you towards Disney Springs. So that's another nice little perk of where we happen to be. Not all rooms on property are going to have that view, so I can't tell you for sure if you'll have that or not. But nonetheless, the balconies are a nice place to go and kind of camp out. And as Anna said, it was a good place to get out of the cold of the room that we're in. So that's the room in a nutshell. Oh, almost forgot. So here's the television. You can kind of see nice big flat screen. You can come in, sit down, watch whatever you might happen to want to watch, depending on what you're doing here. But that is the room. It's again, it's a 2-bedroom villa. I believe it's about 900 square feet. Lots of room. You can easily fit 6 people in here. And I think, not 100% sure, but I feel fairly sure that at least the couch, if not the chair, actually pull out, and you can sleep more in here. So it's if you got a bigger group, this is a good way to potentially save money and get a room that's a little bit cheaper. They do offer 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 1-bedroom villas, and I think they have a studio room, if I remember correctly. So again, this is the kind of secondary room that the kids have. Great spot, queen beds, so even if you're kind of bunking up with more adults, the adults have plenty of room to sleep as well. So that is the entirety of kind of our room tour. We hope you found it helpful, and we'll be back with another one at another resort soon. Thanks, bye. Hey, it's Mike. I realized I forgot one thing. If you found the room tour helpful, give us a like, give us a subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell us if you're enjoying them, if you find them helpful, and we're going to keep doing them if you guys like them. This is our first one, so hopefully it's something you find useful, and we'll keep doing it. Thanks. We'll talk to you later.